Hi there, Gemini. Thank you so much for all your follows, likes, shares. I really appreciate the exchange in energy. And yes, every interaction, it's funny because I used to be a social media content manager, and yeah, every interaction meant something, right? But here, every interaction actually is a source of inspiration for me and kind of like a reciprocal relationship between us. I really appreciate it, my gems. All right, so this is your last deep reading for 2025. It's going to be a long message. I can already feel what the message is because I was doing some meditation ahead of your reading, and I have a hint at what we're going to be talking about, but who knows? So I do believe that we're going to be talking about being authentic in relationships and how that can, in 2026, lead to better outcomes for those who are seeking that. So before we start, let's get into how you're doing right now. Collective Gemini energy. Please remember, collective readings don't apply to everyone, and not every message applies to you. So like one message like a minute ago may not, like 10 minutes from now, whatever I say may not apply to you, but that's the point. I'm trying to reach as many as I can through the channeling. So that being said, I just want to say thank you again and happy holidays. I am offering personal readings still. icanbecoaching.com. Also, the link above in my bio has a direct link to 2026 predictions, and that is more about not so much what will happen because you direct so much of that with your free will, but what can happen if you take advantage of the opportunities and energies that will be surrounding you. All right, so my goodness, what's going on? All right, we got grip and lockbox. So both feel very much like you're inhibiting yourself, or you feel inhibited, unable to express your true nature. I had a feeling that was what was going to come out. So for those of you who this message will resonate for, you feel a little bit weighed down, you feel trapped. Okay, not sure if that means you're in a relationship that, no, you're not. Okay, so you're thinking about something from your past, something that used to bring you probably a sense of joy, and now you're feeling like you're limited somehow. Spirit, can you clue me in a little bit more on who we're talking to here? What is Gemini going through right now? The collective energies. Gemini, what's up with their relationship past? Man, I've been getting this. Got this earlier. Third party situation and ghosted. Okay, there's a lot of third party situations, but that might not apply to you. If you know about it already, then it applies. All right. Third parties can also come in the form of family, friends, work, other priorities. So things that take away from the primary romantic relationship in your history, in your recent history. Cancer may be involved. Motorcycles might be involved. Okay. What else, Spirit? Not everyone should be. Okay. Somebody that you can't get off of your mind because Spirit keeps sending you reminders, right? And that's why you're recalling them. Angel numbers and symbols. Okay. Got it. What's at the back of the deck? Okay. This is you at the back of the deck, Gemini. So, okay. I've hit the nail on the head for some of you at least. Okay. Let's get some more situation cards for you so you know this message will be for you. And if not, maybe we can get some clarity on really what the purpose, how about we ask that? What is the purpose of the connection that you have been thinking about for you? Okay, this is for your own development. Friends, olive branch, crystal ball. Okay, this is not talking about me, by the way. This is you being able to tap into your own intuition when it comes to things. I don't do crystal balls, guys. Cats might be important to this situation or relationship. Now, cats cats listen to their intuitive selves, right? They do not listen to what we say. Okay, if they do, it's because they want to. They decided. All right. Now you may need to derive a lesson from the cat. This is also about making peace, compromising, and spending time with friends. Probably more about balancing friendship and romance. Maybe even maintaining the friendship with the person that you are in were in a romantic relationship with. Being able to show up for one another at a friend kind of level is really important in all romances, right? It's funny though, because I'm reading this card and I'm like, well, third party is coming up as part of the description of this card, and it already came up. I just didn't want to show you guys. So I was like, oh, here we go, third party. Maybe friends are a third party. Maybe it is about that. Maybe it's about balancing, like I said before, balancing the two or more. All right, ghosted. First of all, not sure, but you may have been ghosting a Cancer. Cancer may be ghosting you. Doesn't have to be a Cancer, guys, in order for this message to apply. Obviously, it's not going to be for all of you. Let's get one more card from this deck about what this relationship is meant to teach you. Wow, that's too many cards, guys. Spirit, let's keep it a little tight, okay? Thank you. All right, what else? Okay, Spirit's like, well, if you asked me to be that specific. Okay. Okay, I have some more clarifiers here for you. White rabbit, microphone, ballet shoes. That's interesting. I've never actually gotten these cards. White rabbit. So this is someone, wow, or you, I'm sorry. Well, you may be having some sort of spiritual awakening as a result of this connection. I see that it's been important for you on a few different levels here about intuition, right? And maybe this is about you going within a little bit to, yes, it's a rabbit hole. Honestly, spiritual awakenings can feel like that. They involve dark nights of the soul. Excuse me for a sec. So, sorry for the interruption. We're talking about going down a rabbit hole, spiritual awakenings, dark nights of the soul. Usually you have more than one. As you go within to try to tap into your intuition, depending on how long you've allowed it to remain silent and be instead led by your cognitive abilities, the harder it is to hear it, really. Eventually, intuition, as it happened with me, I will say, shouts louder than your actual conscious self. And you begin to have dreams. You begin to see signs throughout your daily happenings. You find it hard to fall asleep, actually, and stay asleep. There are medical causes biological causes for all of those things too, but oftentimes the biological manifestations in our lives, within our bodies, is due to, in part, an imbalance within our inner selves, our soul. So should we force our intuition down enough times for, for good reasons? I can think of good reasons too, right? Or we think is good. It becomes louder and louder and louder and harder and harder and harder to get out. So the rabbit hole, so to speak, is as deep as you've dug it. Okay? Now, I do want to say I see a lot of cards here about expression. I see microphone. Maybe you are in the media world. Maybe you're a singer. Maybe you're a speaker. Maybe you're a comedian, right? You're a performer of some sort. If not, this is about you needing to speak up for yourself and speak truth and be honest in your communications with first yourself, right? And then with the world. Now, I'm happy to see this card, Bonfire. This is about enthusiasm, heat, intensity, joy, passion, community, fever, fierce, spark, lots of beautiful fire within you that wants to come out, that is coming out as a result of this connection, what it taught you. Now, I also have here ballet shoes. Balancing came up earlier when I was talking about what you may have been learning as a result of this situation, this existing relationship that clearly, like anything you give energy to, you know, regardless of whether you physically interact or see each other, that's still something, okay? That's still energy out means energy in, and there's something going on, all right? I'm not gonna get into 3D, 5D. A lot of people don't like to talk about that and think about it. And I have this feeling that I'm speaking to a collective that really doesn't quite necessarily believe in that yet, okay? But do know that energy is around us at all times. We are exuding it at all times in different forms. Some of it we are aware of, some of it we're not. The more you become in tune with your intuition, the more aware of it you'll become. So yes, this relationship of yours may not exist in the material world, right? But it doesn't in here, it does in here. And meaning for you, it exists in your mind, in your soul, in your heart, in your dreams. Okay, so getting back to it, you may need to find the ability to approach things with the poise and grace of a ballet performer. Right now, maybe some of you are stuck in some sort of tunnel vision, some sort of like, well, I only see my perspective and I don't understand how the other person might feel. So this is about needing to take those blinders off, right? In order to truly assess the entirety of what has occurred in the past, in the present, and the future, okay? Now, the universe is playing a role in this situation that you find yourself in, meaning, hey, maybe separation is actually protection, all right? Maybe whatever ensued between you that led to the ghosting, right? That led to the third-party dynamics in some crazy way, it's meant to benefit you, okay? It's all meant to benefit you. I just want to say that very clearly, apparently. I do want to get some messages for you from this messages deck that I have from your person, okay? Since you are not in communication, what does your person want to tell you? How do they actually feel about you at this time? I've done that for the other groups, really. You're my everything, and I'm keeping my distance to protect you and your energy. Okay, that's how they feel deep down inside. All right, I can't keep going on without you at the back of the deck, but listen, they're holding back. So this is about you, your own journey, where it can take you, and what you're meant to learn, and how you can move ahead for a better 2026. All right, Spirit, can you show me quickly how my Geminis are feeling about this whole thing, this person, this situation? Wow, there's the separation, there's the conflict. Wow, there's a lot of conflict, guys. You have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. This is fives. Fives is about conflict. Well, these two fives are the, I hate saying stuff like this, but the worst fives you can get. There was a lot of conflict between you guys, and now that has translated inside of you, okay? So now you're carrying all of that conflict and you're not talking to this person. And I know you're not talking to this person. You need to heal. You need to rest. You need to recover. Four of Swords. And you're trying, but shit, there's so much conflict inside of you right now. I don't know if you're thinking about your friends or how they played a role in this. Friendship somehow came up earlier. Friends came up as being important, right? You may be thinking about a reunion. You may be thinking about how deeply you enjoyed their friendship and camaraderie, right? And maybe you are. Maybe you're remembering the good times, but you also have another 3. Wow, a lot of recurring numbers here already. 3 of Wands. So you're like, well, I decided to move forward. Wait for me. You're waiting. You may think you've moved on, right? But this is telling me that you're just like in pause. And you're giving it a lot of negative energy. I have to say this. With those 2 5s, the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, the energy that you're putting in is not conducive to positive growth in your situation, in your dynamic. So for you and for the party that is involved, it's not helping, okay? I'm really glad I didn't get like the 8 of Swords or anything like that, or the 9 of Swords. So that's good, okay? You need to heal. I can feel that. I'm wondering what it is you want to say to this person. We're gonna find out what Spirit recommends. Spirit. Okay. What is Gemini's person's energy towards them at this time? Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. So they're finding a lot of clarity. Wow. And 9 of Pentacles. So independent. They see you as someone independent and doing pretty good for themselves, all right? They see things very clearly. They've cut through the bullshit. They kind of probably want a conversation, especially because I see the Page of Swords here, which is indicative of, hey, let's talk. I've been watching you from afar, not in a stalkery kind of way, just like keeping tabs. And I wanted to have an honest conversation, starting small, okay? What did I say with the back? 9 of Coins, yeah. So they see you as someone worth pursuing, okay? That's their energy. Will Gemini's person actually tell me what their next action towards Gemini will be in the next 2 weeks? So before 2026, these just came reversed. No. Wow. All right. Well, they are holding back a lot of fire that they feel, and the truth. I see the Knight of Swords here. This might have been about commitment, like maybe you guys were not on the same page regarding where things go, okay? But overall, they're feeling, oh gosh, sorry, I'm recording this on my laptop too. The Magician reversed, the Sun reversed, and Death reversed. They are not ready to come forward, okay? And you don't want them to in this energy. So they feel powerless. And Magician is your card, by the way. But these people, they feel powerless. A Magician reversed is manipulative. If they're going to come towards you, it's not going to be correct. I'm just saying that. And the Sun reversed, right? So I'm just like, please, like, don't come forward if that's the energy you're going to bring towards Gemini. It's only going to cause less clarity within you. Clearly there's some sort of, maybe you guys had an argument, a big one, huh? They really want to get it off their chest too, but right now they're just, it's not going well. Death reversed. They haven't changed. They haven't transformed. They don't feel like coming towards you with an air of compromise and conversation. I mean, Page of Swords from before, that's immature. You want that to graduate, right, to the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords. You guys, the swords are your family too. So your Geminis are always, well, for better or for worse, really great at communicating, okay? And no, you don't want a Page of Swords coming towards you. A Page of Swords and a Magician reversed, no. okay? So they may see things clearly, but they're not going to express them clearly, and that's not what you're looking for. Spirit, what is your advice for Gemini at this time? Be that Queen of Wands. Glow up. Oh my gosh. Find balance with the Temperance. Wow, I love these cards. Oh my God. The High Priestess, go within the Chariot and then move forward. Page of Cups. What is a small and sweet. Oh, and the Lovers at the back of the deck. That's you too. Okay. So Spirit's advice is listen. First, go within and listen to your intuition. Take some quiet time. I think you can see, I mean it, and this Temperance card really doubling down on that need for you to find inner balance. We're going to get into how you can do that, okay? Queen of Wands. Be sexy, single, successful in your own right. Work on your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health. Find creative outlets. This is just all about like being this beautiful source of like fuel for others, like a muse, okay? You have the ability to be a muse, not just in communication efforts, but in other types of creativity, okay? And then, yeah, you drive, you steer your own chariot in the direction that you choose to go in, okay? It could be towards that person, by the way, because I did see the Page of Cups at the back of the deck, which, yeah, for all practical purposes, could be, hey, make a small gesture of romance towards whoever you want. I don't want to say it's the person from your past yet. We're going to ask, okay? Spirit, once Gemini is clear within and has successfully ventured through that rabbit hole, right? And it's a whole network of things that you're going to discover about yourself. Once they've done that, what is the next step that you advise for them? This is going to go into 2026. You know, friendship and reunion are coming up quite a great deal. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aries, but I do have an Aries card here with the Fool. But I feel more. This is about you moving forwards, taking a step, a leap of faith, okay? So not knowing what's ahead. Wow. Towards relationships that make you feel a level of nostalgia and joy. So this could indeed, look, I'm just going to say it, be that past love, okay, that past relationship or a past relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be reunion with the person from your past. It could be reunion with a friend. I do see you, yep, there it is. You having to decide within your own intuition first who it is that you want to come towards in 2026, but make sure that it's a relationship, Six of Pentacles, that makes you feel appreciated, respected, listened to, heard is what I wanted to say. So as a give and take, you know, in equal measure. It's all about healthy reciprocal relationships for you, okay? I think that's great, honestly. It's a beautiful, beautiful forecast there. So I have a ton of cards for you still, but I want to ask for those who are, you know, we're like 20 plus minutes in. Now I'm like, for those who are looking for new love, what is the prospect for new love in 2026? Ace of Cups. That's a pretty damn good prospect, guys. And Six of Wands. Okay. I love it. Success in love. That Ace of Cups is all about new love, old love, self-love. It's all about love. So love, great forecast, you know? All right. I want to pull something else for you now that I'm on a roll here. What about finance and career? What's going on in 2026 for my Geminis? Oh no, they kind of reversed themselves. Okay. I Clarification. Okay, so you have a new opportunity coming, all right? Make sure that you decide. Oh, goodness, these came crossed. Yeah, you're like trying to juggle too many things. Emperor and Two of Pentacles came crossed. You have the Two of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups reversed. That's not the best of energies, right? Right now, are you trying to do too many jobs? Because if you are, Spirit is suggesting that you take a break from this. I mean, this car is literally leaving, but like balance things out so that you're not doing so many things at the same time and not giving not 100%, but focused effort into one specific source of income. Page of Cups and Two of Cups, it's basically saying stop doing too many things lightly, okay? Because what you get, just like that Six of Pentacles, what you get is measured by what you can give, okay? So you are not currently giving all the things, actually. I think it's a lot of things. The effort that is required to get. All right. Now, you could indeed become the Emperor with juggling, but it's saying right now, if you keep on the path that you're on, for those who are resonating with this message, it will not yield the results that you were seeking. Okay. So try to focus in on one, if you can, one source of income, one source of abundance, and then like watch the rewards be reaped. Okay. Okay. It was a mouthful. I don't know what's happening. And I love when I talk to you guys because I don't slur my words. All of a sudden my house of communication is in Mercury, so I'm able to speak with my Geminis on a good level, like on a level that I actually appreciate, and I hope you do too. Anyway, let's see what's coming this holiday season for my Geminis. Oh my gosh, authenticity, I love it. Anticipation, a little hesitation, guys, and surprise. Oh my god, these cards are great. And we have at the back of the deck, we have fun in the forecast over everything else. Okay. Yes, be your authentic selves. You will find abundance in 2026 if you can embrace the energy of authenticity. And that is actually the theme that I believed would be within this whole reading. You guys are going to be, you're anticipating something. Maybe it's about abundance in the Pentacles world, in the material world, but you're definitely thinking about gifts that are coming towards you. So as you give, you receive, okay? A little bit of hesitation, okay? So make sure that before you leap, you are sure of what you're seeking, okay? What is the end goal before you jump? What are you doing? Why are you jumping? Okay? And I love this. You have surprise. So a beautiful surprise. Gifts aplenty, okay? That's what's coming towards you. These are great cards. I like this deck a lot. And I hope it brings a smile to your face. So they're different than the usual tarot decks. Now, we're going to pull from what is this called again? The most positive oracle in the world, okay? So we're going to get one card of advice from Spirit for you from this deck. Well, we got two. Of course we did, Gemini. Kindness and pursue. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Now, I know some of you, I can already feel some of you are like, yeah, right. But actually, courage, yes, courage, but also work and commitment, right? Kindness. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. This is so true. This is a beautiful card for you too. Remember to always be kind to others. And, well, you know what I mean, right? I don't want to get into do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But yeah, that's kind of what it's talking about. Now, before I go, I'm going to get, is this the deck I want? No, this is not. This is it. I'm going to get some, this just doesn't shuffle this great. Let's see. I want to get some cards from this timing deck. Okay, so if any of you are anticipating something, think of what you're anticipating, okay? I'll let you think. All right. Spirit, give them a timing card for whatever it is that they're anticipating. Wow, we got 3. Fall, and actually we got 2. Fall and summer. So some of you in the fall, some of you in the summer. I don't know what you were thinking about there, but I left it up to you. Others of you, what? I think this is a snarky card, but you're wasting your time. I don't know what you asked, but you'll know, okay? You'll know if that was for you. We're gonna get an abundance activation card for you. How you can achieve the abundance that you are looking for. Wow, no, let's do it again. In 2026. Matters of love or finance or career. We have the great vision. Looking ahead, vision quest, bird's eye perspective. So remember I was talking about before you leap, what are you jumping for? This is about that. What do you desire for your future? Clarify your vision and make long-term plans. Absolutely. I'm all about the smart goals, guys. Affirmation. As I align with my big vision, my path reveals itself. 100%. I love this because as a life coach, I'm like, yes, totally. You got another card here, okay? Oh, wow. I've never gotten this, but I'm always talking to people about it. Your soul's calling. Purpose, fulfillment. Listen to your soul. Go down the rabbit hole a little bit, okay? Trust what your soul is revealing to you. It's time to follow a higher calling. Affirmation. I trust and follow the voice of my soul. That's beautiful. You have one more card, guys. Yeah, this is about abundance. Wealth is everywhere. Seeing the abundance that is. Instead of focusing on lack, recognize the abundance that is already there. I think most of you have heard about gratitude journaling. You know, I gotta say, like, I do some day trading, and I'm reminded of this every single time that I make like a small gain, you know, in the day, and other people around me are just like, oh, I made like, I don't know, I can't think of like a good one, like I doubled my pot, and I'm like, what? Double your pot? Well, instead of that, I choose an affirmation of gratitude. Thank you for the Green Day. Thank you for the extra cash. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, me. Thank you, higher self. Keep going. So instead of being like, fuck that, I want big money, I'm like, all right, thank you. Because the moment I'm thinking of the lack, that's when like I go down a dark path, and the next day I won't trade well. Because there's pressure. Okay, so affirmation, I don't know why I told you this story. Abundant wealth is available to me now and always. Yes, 100%. Screenshot this card. Remember this card. I feel like it's really important for you guys for some reason to remember to focus on what you have and what you do not what you do not have. My God, that almost came out wrong. Glad it didn't. You would have like reamed me. Okay. With that, sending you my deepest wishes for an abundant and exciting and fun holiday season, and a 2026 that starts off for you on the right foot. So set those goals and keep going towards them. Check out my page, icanbecoaching.com, if you would like a personal reading. All right, bye.